Hi, I'm Patrick Whited, the General Manager here at Williams Subaru of Sayre. We're outside in a little blustery cold today to show you the new, all redesigned, beautiful 2020 Outback. This one here is fully loaded, great vehicle. We are the Bradford County all-wheel drive headquarters, so I'd like to go over the car. We're going to bring in one of our resident experts on everything that is Subaru, Mr. Rasmus Jorgensen, one of our senior sales consultants here at Williams Subaru of Sayre. And as always, you can come visit us in Sayre, Pennsylvania, or you can always shop us online at williamsubaruofsayre.com. So I'll let Rasmus take it from here.
Hey guys, Rasmus here, Williams Subaru of Sayre. I'm going to go over this 2020 Outback Touring XT with you guys. So a couple things to note on the Touring here. You get chrome outside mirrors, door handles, a couple exterior features to kind of show you got one of the top end models. You got nicer rims, crossbars that are built right into the vehicle. So if you do go out camping, you stow things on top of your vehicle, it's got it all built right in. New feature here in the Outback is the hands-free power rear gate. So a lot of manufacturers have the little swiping thing underneath here. With the Subaru, you're probably going to go off-roading, you're going to get it dirty, you don't want to have to clean it all the time. So if you have the key on you, whether the car is locked or unlocked, you have your hand in front of the logo, and then it does all the magic for you. Now, once you're back here, you do have an ample amount of storage, room, whatever you may do. Underneath here, got a little extra storage and the tools as well as the spare. But the one cool thing about this vehicle, so it's a wagon style, it's quite long. You do have door handle styled switches here on the side that will fold down the seats for you, and buttons to close the till. Here in the front, we do have LED steering responsive headlights. You have the LED daytime running lights, that's Hawkeye shape, and then you got LED fog lights. So you got all the visibility on the road. It's gonna be very bright. It's not gonna blind other people in front of you. It does have automatic high beam assist, so when you're driving on the back roads, it's gonna toggle between high beams and low beams automatically for you. All right, so now we're here on the inside, heating up a little bit. First thing I want to go over is some of the safety features of this car. So standard in all Subaru Outback models, you have the iSight system up here, which is a camera-based safety system that gives you adaptive cruise control, lane centering, you got forward emergency braking, and lane sway warning. So if you start swerving outside your lane, it will notify you and take action. Now, that's just one of the many safety systems this vehicle has. You also have blind spot detection, which the little black bars on the side of the mirrors will light up orange if there's somebody in your blind spot, whether you're going forward or reversing out of a tight parking spot. You have a little infrared strip here, available unlimited and standard on touring models. It's a face scanner, basically. You can set your driver profile. When you get into the car, it'll adjust the seat. It'll always keep track of your eyes to make sure you have your eyes where you should have them. Not down on your phone, but instead on the road. One of the many safety features. If I go ahead and put this vehicle in reverse, you get your backup camera, which is a norm nowadays. You have a little thing called reverse automatic braking, and then you have your parking sensors. Now, parking sensors is pretty normal, but the reverse automatic braking, if I let go of my brake and started backing up and I lost control, it'll slam the brakes down for me to make sure I don't hurt anybody or damage the vehicle. So just one of the many safety features available in this Touring. All right, so we're on the highway now. What you want to do is, when you're on the highway, you can take advantage of all the safety features. Right now I didn't use my turn signal, so it lets me know that I'm departing my lane. But on your steering wheel, you have a little cruise control button. Activate that. It tells you what highway you're on. It tells you the distance you want to keep to the vehicle in front of you, the speed limit. Now, I can set my speed limit to 60. Press this little steering wheel button, and now basically I can let go of my steering wheel. I shouldn't, but if I start swerving away a little bit, it'll take control of the steering wheel. So semi-autonomous driving. It's just there to assist you. It's not there to take control away from the driver. You will, when you pull the steering wheel, feel a little bit of resistance because it's trying to keep you dead center to make you the perfect driver. In this area, Pennsylvania and New York, the lanes aren't always marked nicely, to say the least. So if you lose the lane markings, but there's still a vehicle ahead of you, it will just continue following the vehicle ahead of you as long as they don't do a sudden 90-degree turn. This vehicle does come equipped with navigation right here on the 12-inch screen. You have full screen navigation. It shows you the full North America, so if you're going to go to Canada, it'll still work. You get free updates over Wi-Fi, and it'll show you things like gas stations when you're low on gas. If you go on a trip, it'll, with the SiriusXM subscription, tell you if there's any traffic slowdowns, accidents, things like that. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard for people that prefer Google Maps or Apple Maps, so that's there for those people. In this Touring XT, we got the turbocharged engine taken from the Subaru Ascent, which is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. Produces about 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, which is more than plenty for a vehicle that's smaller than the Ascent. You get better gas mileage than the Ascent, which is about 30 miles per gallon highway, which for a car with that amount of power, all-wheel drive that's always engaged, makes it a fun ride and still somewhat practical. You do not require premium fuel, so that's still keeping it cheap on the fuel end. The standard engine they produced in the Outback is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Produces about 182 horsepower and similar amount of torque. Slightly better gas mileage, about 33 miles per gallon highway. It's very quiet, this being the Touring. You got extra sound insulation on the front windows, so you jam up your music, you're not going to hear the outside either. Again, all-wheel drive is standard in all the Outbacks, as with many other Subarus, and it's always engaged, which means you don't have to push a button or press a switch to engage that feature, which makes driving a lot easier. It's there before you start slipping and messing up. Now we're parked. I'm going to go over a couple of infotainment system features here. So there's a lot of buttons, and then there's a lot of screen real estate, basically. Subaru went away with a lot of buttons for the infotainment system here, but kept all the buttons on the steering wheel. So think of this screen as a smartphone now. It's just put in place, you can't take it out. Got your little home button here, it'll bring up your menu. All your apps, features. So let's say you want to go to the radio, all you gotta do, click on the radio, nice and simple. It's got a good processor, so it's not feeling slow by any means. Heated steering wheel on the Touring and available on the Limited, so that's always nice for cold winter mornings. You do have a feature on this vehicle, so if you have a push button start like this one does, you can get it all the way down to a premium model. You can get remote start through your phone, through a little subscription, which is very inexpensive, but remote start, you can track your vehicle. If somebody else is driving it, you can do boundary alerts, speed alerts, and curfew alerts. So kind of keep track of the vehicle, health reports. If there's recalls, it lets you know. So a little bit more control, bringing your car with you in a way, and that's what they're hoping to do with all this technology, because everyone's got technology with them everywhere. Subaru did keep in physical buttons for the temperature on either side for the dual zone climate control. You do have your defrost buttons, so they're easily accessible. Now if you hit the middle here, you get classic buttons that you'd see in any other car. Now, the one thing I always do in these cars, I put it on full automatic, and then all you gotta do is adjust your temperature, and then it adjusts the fan speed and where the air is coming from, so it makes it a lot easier. You can adjust the fan speed here, where the air is coming from manually as well. Now, if you hit in on the temperature and the seat button, you can adjust the temperature on the screen. You can adjust your heated seats, or in this case on the Touring, the ventilated seats, which will start the fans in the back. That was a quick overview of the 2020 Subaru Outback. If you guys have any more questions, there's some features I didn't show. It'll be a very long video, and I'm sure you guys have other things to do. Come down and see us here at 222 Spring Street, Sayre, Pennsylvania. Give us a call, 570-888-9691, or shop us online, williamsubarusayre.com. Thank you.